Welcome again to Mommionaire Mindset. Today, I'm just going to read a chapter from my book. I think this chapter would be very helpful, so I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. There's some key points that I think that are very important for us to focus on as we're thinking of developing our goals. Now, today I'm talking about having a vision. So a vision is what you want to see for your life. It aligns with your core values. It is your why to what you do every day. To have a strong vision, it requires to connect with your inner being and the ability to find your purpose in life. Once you know your vision, it helps you and it leads you and it helps you to understand why you're making the sacrifices that you are making. So like most of us, I use the term goals, vision interchangeably, and we think they have the same meaning, but they do not. So while your vision is your destination, where you see yourself, what do you want for your life? But your goals are the plans you create to execute your vision. So a vision is always aligned with your purpose and connects with your why. Now, when your vision is strong, understand it's going to take time, especially if you work a full-time job. That means that if you have a vision of something you need to accomplish, apart from working your full-time job, you need to also set time aside to focus on that vision. And for some of us, I remember when I decided to go back to school to finish my degree to become an educator, I used to spend nights without sleeping because I understood I had bills to pay. And in order for me to be able to pay those bills, I have to have a business and I have to build my business. But most of all, at that moment, I was at a direct marketing business and all I focused on was selling the products. So I had to get customers. But most of all, I also had a responsibility as a mother and as a married woman in the household. But my vision was so strong that I used to spend weeks where I would have 3 nights in a week where I wouldn't sleep because that was the night where I needed to study, get the work done, write papers. And I did it because my vision was so strong. I knew that I had hit a place in my life in 2010 where I didn't have a job. And I needed to do something to put food on the table. I needed to be able to pay the bills that I needed to pay to provide for my child. So I'm going to read one part of my chapter here as well. Just as Paul Martinelli said in Think and Grow Rich, if you have never read the book of Think and Grow Rich, it's a great book to read. Our dreams will not fit our current lifestyle. He said, our dreams turning into ideas are from the mind of God. So, of course, it is not going to fit your life. You too have to adapt your time to God's ideas for your life. This is why, actually, I'm not going to say the name of my book. I just noticed that it was on there, but this is why having a vision gives you the grit to take. You have to take these steps. You have to take these steps and make the sacrifices to fulfill your vision. Your statements are words of faith placing in front of you in order to help you to fulfill your vision. So as you create your vision board, you need to connect your vision with your prayers. So I do believe in creating vision boards. I put in my vision board, I put the pictures and I put the statements. So that's my faith, my words, my action words of what I want to see. And I claim every morning and every night. But when I do that also, I also pray. I align the vision that I have and the images that I place on my vision board, I align them with my prayers. So one lesson that I've learned is the power of creating a prayer list. Now, I've created several prayer lists, and I have to tell you, it is amazing what miracles I see happens as a result of these prayer lists. Now, I'm going to give you an example of a prayer list that everything had been fulfilled. And this was within my dream vision. So I write my prayer, I put in the things that I wanted to happen in my life. And everything that I have prayed on this has happened. My ability to get a good job at a high rated school, my ability to live in the specific area that I wanted to live with my daughter so that she can attend one of the top schools in the country. My prayer for my ability to finish my master's degree and to have good health. All of these prayers did come true for me when I arrived here. And that's about 2 years, actually 3 years ago. So this is one thing that I absolutely believe. I do believe in having a prayer list. Another thing, now that I've talked about vision, let's look at goals. Now, that goals help us to break down our vision into small chunks in order to accomplish our vision. So you may have, it helps us to organize our visions into, so one of the things that most organizations have is this concept of SMART goals. This is a tool that helps you to accomplish what you need to accomplish. So I will go over each section of the SMART goal. So S in SMART goal represent, okay, it explains specifically the goal that you want to accomplish. So once you have a goal, you need to explain why this goal is important for you to accomplish, include information on how you feel once you accomplish your goal, and reasons why this goal is important to you or to your family, and how does that make you feel. Understand, if you do not make it specific, you're not going to accomplish it. It has to have feelings behind it. It has to have a purpose and a reason. For me, my purpose, my specific was that I wanted to get my master's degree. I wanted to get a degree as a teacher so that I can fulfill my dream, so that I can show my daughter, yes, we've hit hard time, but with the sacrifice that I've made, we are able to get to the next place in our life. Measurable. Something that you can measure, breaking it down. I had set a specific date when I wanted to graduate, and believe it or not, I made it happen. So you once you have done this, you need to explain why that is important again to accomplish. Why do you need to do it by that date? Certainly there are things that happen in life. Life does happen, and you have to reach and go back and make some changes on the dates. But at least you have a date that you're working with. Measurable. Measurable means that it's something you can track, and you can look at the dates and track it. You have a metric in which you know, okay, by this and so date, this should be done. And then the next step is, okay, on another date, this is what needs to be accomplished. And achievable. Achievable means that it's something that you can accomplish with your skill, or if you do not have the skill, maybe find a coach that can coach you along to show you what you need to do. Or it is something that you may have to pay someone who has the skill that can accomplish it for you. Next is relevant, okay? Your goal has to be realistically aligned with your vision. Also, the goal you're trying to accomplish has to have something that you know you can accomplish with the time that you set. Time bound, again, is as we look at the time, what time is it going to take? How much is going to take? Time is it going to take? Again, you could always go back and change the time, but you need to set a SMART goal, okay? And make sure that you evaluate your goal weekly and tweaking it and making it fit into your life, or also making sacrifices to making it fit to your life. So for me, when I look at my goal, I look at each Sunday, I go back to my calendar and I make some changes, and I notice, where am I in the process of the things that I need to achieve in my life. So these are all ways of helping you to truly build and create the person that you're meant to be. Now, I truly believe, I've done vision boards before, and I will tell you, I've done vision boards where I place tons of images of things that I want to accomplish, and they just did not align properly with who I am, with my vision. But I found that once I had completed a vision board where it is aligned with, specifically aligned with what I want to accomplish, my purpose in life, and I've also broken it down, having a SMART goal. It has made a big difference in my life. And again, I'm a woman of faith. I align my vision board, my SMART goals with prayer. And let me tell you, there is not a time that I've created a prayer list that it is not, nothing has come to place. Everything has always come to place. In fact, what I do is I'm always revisioning my revising my prayer list, because it's still aligned with my goal and my vision board, but it's, these things have been answered. Now there's, with new opportunities come new challenges. So my prayer list always aligned with the new challenges that are that are also connected with my vision board and my goals, and that I'm able to accomplish. So I hope this information has been very helpful. Thank you for allowing me to share an insert from my book, but I look forward to speaking with you again. Have a great day. Thank you.